the incumbent. Joining us, Alka Lamba, spokesperson of the Congress, Priyanka Kakkar, AAP spokesperson, and PKD Nambiar, political analyst and a BJP supporter. Mr. Nambiar, to you first, state elections are about local issues as opposed to national issues. Those are for national elections. That is politics 101. But here in Himachal Pradesh, you have the BJP fighting on the Prime Minister's face. Sachin Pilot says if the BJP had confidence in itself, then these tall leaders would not have to be roped in for this election, a sign that the BJP was in trouble.
See, if you really look at it, BJP is the only party which has got a tall leader like Narendra Modi. When you have such a tall leader and the biggest brand ambassador for the party, why shouldn't they use it? One. Secondly, over the last 8 years, they have been talking about a double engine sarkar, which you have, we have seen that result of that even in Himachal with the aims coming in, the road infrastructure becoming one of the best so far. You have never seen such kind of a development in the road infrastructure in the hill states, both in Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh. Despite the Chief Minister losing in Uttarakhand, and the entire media was talking about that, yes, it's going on, Congress is going to come back. But you have seen that the tradition has been broken and BJP came back to the power. So same is going to happen in Himachal Pradesh too. Another part is that this time, if you are seeing whatever we are talking about, this anti-incumbency. Traditionally, in the last 40 years of election trend, if you really look at it, that if there is an anti-incumbency, a strong anti-incumbency or anti-wave against the government, then what would have happened? There would have been a turnout would have been much more. Maybe it could have gone to 70, 75 or 80. But whereas it has come down as far as the current the data which we have, that means as compared to the last election to this election, the voter turnout is also come down. That means there is no anti-incumbency. And predominantly, I think I was still in the morning in your show NDTV, I was telling that it is a neck fight. But today, when the election is out, I can really tell you that it is more of like a one-sided game.
All right. Well, I don't know what it says about federalism if you have development only if there's a double-engine sarkar, and does that mean, is it a threat that there is no development if you into the Waqf properties and alleged illegal usages? How does that resonate with the voter in Himachal Pradesh?
It does. I'll tell you the reason. The reason there is a perception, some of the media try to create that BJP always go to the elections through the Hindutva agenda or the Hindu face. Has that been
proven here? But in this state, especially when there's only 2% Muslims, given these 3 points that I just mentioned?
How does that matter? Why do we need to divide that? It is not, see, there is a perception now we need to change forever. That it is minority does not mean that it's all about Muslims. Secondly, in many states in this country, the Muslims are not a minority. For an example, our own state, Kerala, Muslims are hardly any minority. In Jammu and Kashmir, they are not a minority.
PKD Nambiar, I'm talking about the BJP manifesto in Himachal Pradesh. Why does it emphasize these 3 points, for example?
No, one is uniform civil code. This has been this is not something new which BJP is talking about. BJP has been talking about uniform civil code at least ever since 40 years. I know when I was a 4 or 5 year old kid, then onwards I am listening to.
Secondly, where are the local issues?
Of course, any assembly elections will always be fought on the local agenda. Along with the party which is contesting, they have their own ideological backup to fight an election. Otherwise, how will you get back to the power? BJP is a cadre-based party, and most of the cadres are ideologically connected. So they go with that victory. So what we need to look at it that from the point of view of the development, whatever government was promised before coming to power, have they been able to do it? I think to an extent they have done it.
Alka Lamba, I'll come back to you. 1 second.
Which will go for it.
All right. Response before I go back to Alka Lamba.
First and foremost is this Parivarvad which we have been hearing. What is Parivarvad is actually all about? That is inheritance. For an example, Veerabhadra Singh was the 6th time Chief Minister and his wife becoming Chief Ministerial candidate. That is called as Parivarvad. That is called as Parivarvad.
What is Rajat Thakur, sir?
My statement. It's Sara, so I don't, fight. So I am only saying that if it is Parivarvad means that does not mean that if my son tomorrow or Sarah's son tomorrow wanted to become an anchor again, so that is not a Parivarvad. If it is on its own capability,
Sir, your Jal Shakti minister got it ticket in Himachal.
Arey ma'am, can I ask you, where is Yogendra Yadav, where is Prashant Bhushan, where is Ashutosh, where is
how are you attacking corruption?
Autocratic.
How are you attacking corruption in Morbi? How are you attacking corruption?
Sending a private limited company.
By putting the security guard
the people like Aam Aadmi Party have no right, even they don't even understand what is democracy. Tell me how many founding members of the party is still there with the party. Can you tell me that how many founding members of your party is still there?
I can name you at least BJP has no idea, and you are reflecting.
Where is Ashish Khaitan? Where is Ashutosh? Where is Kumar Vishwas? So don't tell me that you wanted to run a private limited company.
Where is corruption, sir? Morbi, do you see the corruption?
Okay, one second. I want to stick on before we move on to the other big story of the day.
Whatever Alkaji just said, that clearly gives a feeling that the Congress already started feeling the heat of that they are going to lose this this battle one
आप लोकतंत्र की हत्या कर
रहे हैं because the reason being that whenever
ईवीएम दिखाया गया है निजी गाड़ी में, इस पे कुछ बोलेंगे, कि हाँ केंद्र सरकार चुनाव आयोग इसकी जिम्मेदारी ले, सच्चाई का पता लगाए, अलका लांबा लाइव चैनल पर इतना बड़ा आरोप लगा रही है, उसकी जांच होनी चाहिए।
मैं आपको कह रहा हूँ जहाँ पे आप हारते हो तब हारने का आपको
यूं ही हल्के में नहीं जा
तब आपको लगता है कि
चुनाव आयोग अगर सुन रहा हो, रामपुर विधानसभा हिमाचल में अभी गाड़ी का नंबर भी मैं बता रही हूँ।
All right. Thank you so much. The answer is now in the hands of the voters.